Well, I'm back with the second video that I mentioned from the last video and the message. It is now 16:02 Togam time on the 24th of July 2024. And just to recap the words that were given by Ezekiel to our messenger. And this we all know to be so true. There will be many images and words vying for our attention. We are not to resist, but rather turn away and look upon the eyes of the innocent instead. So I thought I'd, using the screen capture, we'll go for a short journey looking for the eyes of the innocent. The eyes of the innocent. Yah would always say, if you want to see God, go and stand looking through the window into the maternity ward. The baby's just born. You are looking at the eyes of God. This a baby born, I think 6 days ago now. Beautiful little boy, a younger brother for another gorgeous 2-year-old boy. Now, of course, we have our children. In Uganda, the eyes of the innocent. We'll just go through a few short videos. The music accompanying these just brings me to tears.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. And here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And here I am. As long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise the Lord. Oh, my soul, praise the Lord. Oh, my soul.
Amukube mungalo.
Возьми меня, люби меня, укрой той пеленой, что мы с тобой создали вдвоем. Возьми меня, люби меня, укрой той пеленой, что мы с тобой создали вдвоем. Возьми меня, люби меня, укрой той пеленой, что мы с тобой создали вдвоем. Возьми меня, люби меня, укрой. Возьми меня, люби. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely,
공간.
altogether wonderful to me. And here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to...
Okay, before we go on to turning away from all the images and the words, the eyes of the innocent in our children that you have all helped to support, and you saw in those brief videos what we've been able to do, providing them with tables and chairs to have their meals on, and Yah leading the way with his own donations. The next page I'll go to is an Instagram page, and Bisan is a reporter in Palestine. She is still alive and has been risking her life to report on the hell that has been inflicted upon the people of Palestine since this war began. And for all of the lies, remember this is the world of lies, about who started what on that day. Yah always said, if their lips are moving, they are lying. And when I say they, we all know who they mean. I'll put the link in the description box for Bisan's Instagram page. You can go through her constant reporting from the beginning. As many images that we see, or videos or movies, we could call Wag the dog. Certainly nobody trusts what they are seeing any longer. However, Bisan has been constant, and she has brought from the ground the truth of what has been going on in hell, that is the land of Palestine. And remember, Yah has always taught that Palestine are the Holy Lands. They always were, and they always will be. The oppressors are the ones who call themselves the Swedge. Not even going to go there. And for anybody who doesn't believe the images that Bisan sends out to the world and risks her life to do so, I did send her a personal message. I don't think it's been read. I sent it weeks ago. But throughout November, Yah was in Palestine. He was amongst those people. So for anybody who doubts that this is really happening, well, you can't travel there today. However, I would suggest that you humbly bite your tongue and know that this is what our messages have been concerning. And we've been told all along that the people of Palestine, this is their destiny. They are saints. They are spilling their blood, the innocent blood. It's got nothing to do with radical Islamists or anything else, or as we've been told, there are no sides in what has been going on. Yah and I have been there amongst the Arab people within Egypt, and we have met Syrians. They themselves are a people of peace. All they want is peace, and to live their lives like any one of us want, to be left alone and to live in peace. Again, there are no sides in any of this. So I'm only taking you there to show you the eyes of the innocent, which is our message. There will be many images and words vying for our attention. We are not to resist, but rather turn away and look upon the eyes of the innocent instead. So let's visit Bisan. Not this one, these are not the eyes of the innocent. All right. This is her page. I'm not going to play anything. I'll put the link. But you can see right there, smack bang in the middle, the eyes of the innocent and Miss Al-Kil's mummy. We've seen it for so long, prior to 1948. Bisan reports often as often as she's able to have the internet to be able to upload, and I'm still here, I'm still alive. There are times though, in 12 hours, so there's 4 journalists dead, and there's been, I think, northward of 160 journalists killed since October the 7th. And the lies about what went on that day are, there are no places in Gaza Strip. We are trapped. The Israeli army is committing an ethnic cleansing. Now, these are going back in time now. Look at this. The Israeli army is bombing in Mawasi of Rafah and Khan Yunis. People are in the streets. I spent 10 hours today searching about a place of land to put our tents. I'm still, until now, in Mawasi because I don't have any place to go. The situation is dire, but for me, I don't mind leaving this shitty life. That's how many of them feel. And yet they continue their resistance to the devil. She was given an award for her coverage, and it goes back. There we go. Face of innocence, the eyes of innocence, radical imagination. Yes, a European woman says, imagine if at least 100 civilians were killed in an Israeli military operation in Nusayrat refugee camp in the middle area of Gaza Strip. Some of the victims reached the hospital in pieces. The number may increase. The camp is very crowded. Human remains and pieces in the streets in 10 minutes. Hell on earth, absolutely, it has been made that way. The eyes of innocence. Yes, 45 plus 1,000 killed people. Asks the questioner, not enough for Israel. Horror movie? Absolutely. All right, that's Bisson. So, the eyes of innocence. Now, words vying for our attention. Just to give you an example, I've consulted with Yah about all this. As Yah always said, unless they were talking to him, then they're not talking to him. Even the guy who saw what happened during the so-called assassination attempt on Trump. Yeah, it wasn't him. What can happen and what does happen is that these people, the dark forces that we've been told about, are expert. Oh, Klim Clement, oh my God. None of these are from Yahweh. None. So that you are clear on that. We are privileged in the messages that we are given firsthand to what is truly going on. And all else, yes, they are vying for our attention. And yeah, then of course we have the war that is expanding within the Middle East, as we were told. And then the lies. Even mainstream has been reporting about what really happened on October the 7th. It was all Israel knew about it completely. They withdrew. They allowed it. And then they were the ones who were responsible for the killing of most of the hostages on that day through their own tanks and shelling and helicopters, bombing. Hamas didn't have helicopters, they were on the ground. So, yes, all are tools. Tools. Somebody who is an Israeli. I was taught Israel was the victim. No. They have been the perpetrators, used by the dark forces that control this world. Then you've got others, no matter what's going on in mainstream, who are reporting mostly that Israel is winning. You've got one voice out there, as in a Marine, US Marine, saying that Israel can't win. Absolutely cannot win. As the world is fixated on the perpetrators who are in their final chapter. All right, so with that, turn away everything that's been vying for our attention. Oh, not only that, I think I had a page there, so I bet I can find it. I didn't go over there. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Yes, the level of violence that's been growing in Australia with stabbings and murders and all kinds of things, car accidents and police chases, and everybody's scratching their head. I wonder why. Well, how about people who've gone insane because they've taken a jab of poison that is causing havoc within their own minds and bodies, and then again that same technology, hearing voices within their heads telling them to do this and do that. Remember the word about the royal families, plural, not just the one, but the royal families behind the scenes, things being exposed. And there's from today, the insane weather that has been occurring. And of course, we are in solar cycle 25 and having massive X and X-class flares and M-class flares and geomagnetic storms that are affecting the ether, what it is that we're feeling and thinking and vibrating at, and that's why we're told constantly to remain tethered to the Father. And that's an internal tethering. There have been earthquakes all over the place, a couple in Australia last week, one at Tennant Creek yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 or 3 in Vanuatu. Yes, they're being felt all over the world, which is biblical, earthquakes in diverse places. So, yes, the secret out behind Biden's dropout, it's all controlled, it's all part of the dark forces, and they, in their final chapter. So, since the wedding garment is finished, all I can say is the time up is at hand. So, love, joy, laughter, in this time. And yeah, go over, find the eyes of the innocent and gaze into them, turning away from all of the noise out there. For that's what it is, noise. And their death throes. Okay, later, Gators.